What is going on YouTube? K93 here with the, I believe, third episode in the fifth season of vlogs, and this is more so going to be an announcement video or news related video rather than actually me talking about my life, mainly because not much has happened in my life recently, and so therefore it's kind of boring. I'll go over it briefly, but there's not really much to talk about. So the last vlog was titled "The End Is Nigh" because it was nearing the end of the first fall semester of grad school for me, and that semester in particular was just very, very tough on me in all sorts of ways: academically, emotionally, spiritually. So everything was really difficult for me, and I'm glad that I got past it now, just because obviously it was a really hard time for me. But thankfully, over the course of the time after finals, aka winter break, and now things have been looking up, at least relative to that time. So winter break was good. Went home, spent time with family, as most of you guys probably did yourselves. Came back here. The semester started about 3 weeks ago. Currently starting the fourth week right now, and it's kind of boring in some regards. So the exact opposite of what happened last semester. So last semester I was really stressed out because I was really overwhelmed with all the work that I had to do, and I felt like it was stuff I wasn't interested in and whatnot. This semester is kind of the opposite problem in that it is stuff I'm interested in, but it's kind of going at a really slow pace, and because of that, I don't know, I'm a little bit bored. It's the fourth week, and I feel like I haven't really learned all that much. But at least my classes are at least starting to pick up, I think. So hopefully that's good for me because I'll have some academic and mental stimulation. But that will pretty much do it for the actual vlog part. So probably the fastest I've ever done, less than 2 minutes. Quite impressive. But as I mentioned, this is going to be mainly a news video. And so first things, I want to turn your attention to the channel. And I was going to make a video on this a while back in my last vlog, or maybe before my last vlog. I was going to make another video similar to this one, announcing like kind of the stats of my channel as they stand right now. And I remember during that time, I believe I was almost reaching like 35,000 subscribers, but we are almost at 40,000 subscribers right now, which is incredibly awesome. So that's each and every single one of you guys. Well, maybe even some more people who are just watching but not subscribers, but that's okay. 40,000 people following me and appreciate my videos. It's really cool, and it's really, it's a good motivator to keep making videos, which really is the reason why I keep making the videos that I do. And a lot of you guys enjoy it. I'm getting a lot of good feedback, and I'm really happy for that feedback. I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying the videos. So thanks so much to you guys, because you guys are the reason why all this is happening. So in addition to that, I also have 10.5 million views on across like all of my videos, which is again an insane amount of just viewership, or just an insane amount of activity on my channel. And I keep glancing over here because I have my laptop over here with the my channel and stuff on it, but that's a lot of videos. And I also am almost reaching the 500th video that this channel will see. This will actually, technically, so it says videos view all as 497 right now, but I'm not sure if that includes the ones that I have uploaded but are private right now, as in the pen spinning tutorials that are to come. I believe it does include that. So this will be the 498th video that will be uploaded to my channel. I don't think I'm going to do anything special for 500. To be quite honest, it's probably going to be another remaster tutorial, which I don't think you guys would mind at all. But it's a really big accomplishment for me anyway. And like, as I mentioned in all these sorts of videos, whenever I said, oh, like, let's take a look at my channel and see how I'm doing, like, I always say that I never expected for my channel to grow this much, and it is quite true. I liked photography / videography when I was younger. I had a little digital camera that I used, albeit it was a really bad one. I didn't know much about video editing back then. I just knew how to pen spin, and I knew that there was a need in the community for a right-handed English-speaking pen spinner who knew how to do decent video editing and things like that. So I kind of filled that niche, or niche, or however you want to say that word. And I guess I've been rewarded for it, although I don't like the word reward because that makes it seem like I was seeking after something, and I really wasn't. I just do have a joy and a passion for teaching. And I've also mentioned this in my other vlogs, is that if I, somehow, after I get my degree and after I work in the field for a while, if I ever got bored, I would most certainly look forward to the possibility of being like an adjunct professor or an assistant professor, or even pursue my PhD to become like a full-time, full-blown professor. But that's again just because I like teaching people, I like informing people, letting people know about new things. And even if I'm teaching something really simple, it's still a really cool idea to have like a rotating basis of students where you can continually instill the same knowledge on them over and over again. And hopefully it would be teaching something that I'm passionate about enough that even teaching it over and over again year after year would not get boring. So that's at least kind of the philosophy behind why my channel started and everything like that. So again, thanks so much for the subscribers and the views and all the support that you guys have given me, the positive feedback on my channel with regards to the pen swing videos. It does mean a lot, and it does give me a good I don't want to be repetitive, but it gives me good feedback on whether or not you guys like what you see, which you guys in general are. I will mention though that from my personal quality control standpoint, I know that my videos lately have been sort of bad, and that's mainly because it's due to a lack of consistency. That's due, and not even consistency in the upload schedule. Like I have broken that a few times, again by accident, but I've also realized that the quality of my videos is a little bit rushed, and partly because it is rushed. I am I'm an engineering student, and there's a quote online somewhere that says nothing gets stuff done, like nothing motivates the engineer like the last minute does, and that's totally true. So as you guys know, I record these tutorials while I'm at home, and I have my little studio set up there. I have lights and a table and all this gear set up, and I don't bring all of that back here with me to school. I bring some of the components, but I don't have the physical space. Like if I were to tilt my camera down, which I'm not going to do, you would see my desk is cluttered with stuff, and I could try to clear it off, but I don't have a tripod here. I don't feel like bringing one because it's a lot of space and it's kind of heavy. But excuses aside, I do rush through those videos, and so my voice might sound a little bit scratchy in some of them because I've just been recording for literally hours, talking straight, drinking not as much water as I should. And yeah, and also in terms of color, which is something that maybe doesn't bother you guys, but it bothers me, and it bothers me enough that I can acknowledge that it's a problem, but it doesn't bother me enough to the point where I think it's worth my time to fix, which is kind of the worst part that you could actually, the worst position to be in. You realize there's a problem, but it's not big enough of a problem to you that justifies you taking your time to fix it, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is, if you look at my the slow-mo segment of my videos, you'll notice that there are different colors in terms of that compared to how the rest of the video looks. And part of the reason is because, my phone, when I use it to record slow-mo, it's not this particular phone specifically yet, but when I use my old phone, right here, my iPhone 5S, I used to record all the slow-mos for the channel thus far, aside from that Freestyle 55 that I uploaded on January 6th. Aside from that, I've been using this phone, and this phone apparently when you do slow-mo has a color problem, and that it turns things a little bit more yellow cast than I would like, and I try to fix that in Final Cut, which is my editor of choice, and it doesn't always work well. And I've never been good at color grading or color correction and color editing for that matter, and I've just never taken the time to learn it because I just feel like that's not the point of the channel. Yes, there is something to be said about just having good video quality overall. That's why I upload in 1080p. That's why I upload 120 FPS video slowed down, so you guys have better quality videos in that regard. But the color is something that I think is something that if I sacrificed it a lot, or it's not a lot, but if I sacrificed spending time on correcting it or making that better, it wouldn't be that much of a detriment to you guys learning and the point of the videos. And now that's not to say, for example, I could completely turn all my videos black and white. You guys would still learn. Actually, no, I can't say that quite effectively because sometimes I'll reference this, if I have a double-sided mod and usually I differentiate the sides by the colors, then you might have a problem there. But that aside, I can mostly ignore the color. I can make it completely green or completely purple or magenta. I can make it completely blue or black and white, and you guys would barely notice. Or you guys would notice, but you guys wouldn't really care because you could still see the pen, you can still see my hand, my fingers, and all that stuff, and you would still hear, me talking. So overall, it wouldn't be that much of a detriment, if you guys know what I'm saying. But from a from a personal standpoint, I have high quality control, or at least I think I have a high quality in terms of standards, but I don't meet them myself, and that's again due to time. And I really don't have an excuse, because the thing I'm about to say next is going to kind of contradict the fact that I don't have enough time to edit these videos. It's more like the fact I don't want to, quite honestly. And I mean, I do, but I don't. I'm lazy, kind of. So hopefully you guys can forgive me on that. You guys probably have felt the same way. If you guys are YouTubers yourself and you make videos, you guys might know what I'm talking about as well. So there's that. And if you don't, then I don't know. It's kind of hard to judge someone on what they do if you yourself don't know how to do that or haven't done it yourself. You know, it's one thing to like consume a video as in watch it, but it's another thing to learn what goes on behind the scenes. And that's something that I really wanted to do. Like, if that's a project I wanted to do, is to like get a dual camera setup, basically, where I record a tutorial and then I have like this other camera like behind it, showcasing everything that goes on behind the scenes, so that you guys can actually appreciate what it is that I do. And I remember when I was in undergrad, a lot of the time, like before I started the remastered series and I was not uploading at all, a lot of people were like demanding that I uploaded videos. And my response was generally either I didn't respond, or I just responded with saying that, like, you know, I don't have the time or the physical, what's the word for it? I want to say assets. I don't know if that's the right word. But I just basically said I don't have the time, I don't have the space to do it, and then everyone's like, sure, you have the time, you have the place, you have all that stuff or whatever, and they just kind of demanded it, but they don't really know what kind of time and effort I personally put into videos. Now, again, I could, for example, I'm using a webcam right now instead of my DSLR to record this because it's good enough quality. It's actually pretty great quality for a webcam, to be quite honest, and it gets the point across. You know, I could easily just take this, hold it with my left hand up here, and then pen spin down here, and then teach with all this junk in the background. And yeah, it would be teaching you guys, but like, there's no consistency with regards to my other videos with that, because all my other videos are shot at pretty much the same angle, the same lighting, the same backdrop, and everything like that. It's just consistent. And that's kind of one way that you can, I guess, differentiate me from other people who might do pen spinning videos, is their setup. You know, you just kind of look at it and it's kind of like a signature look of mine, even though it's a very boring one. You know, just like a plain white backdrop, or tablecloth rather, and then just the lights and the angle and all that stuff. But it is kind of, you know, it's just kind of weird like that. So the thing I mentioned before I got sidetracked, that is going to contradict the fact that I don't have enough time to do all these little minute corrections on my videos, is the fact that I'm announcing that unofficially, but going to try to test out a Twitch schedule. And part of this is obviously because video games is another thing that I'm passionate about, which, by the way, if you guys don't know, I do have a video game channel, so shameless plugs for that. Go ahead and check that out. It's youtube.com/KingKevinPlays, I believe is the URL. I will leave that down below in the description, so if you guys want to go and check out those videos, you can go ahead and do that. Those generally take a lot less effort because I don't need a physical camera. I just have to play video games, and if I record a good game, press the record button, and then I just voice over it. So those are easier to do, which is why I'm able to upload those while I'm at grad school. And also, since I upload them every other week instead of every week, it's not as much effort in any given time. So there's that if you guys want to go ahead and check out my gaming channel. I also will put another shameless plug for my other channel. This is my tech review channel while I'm at, you know, giving shameless plugs for my other YouTube content. I'm not posting on this one as actively, but it still is having some new stuff come out. It's called TGI Tech Day, so just follow again, the link will be down in the description. These are for little tech reviews and little gadgets and things. I don't think I have anything within close proximity that I've actually reviewed recently. No, I don't. Actually, I do have this keyboard, but I don't know if I can pull it out for you guys to see. No, I can't because it's jammed under my desk. But anyway, I get, you know, little tech products from companies, and then they ask me to review them, and then I review them and post them on my channel. So if you guys are interested in that, you can go ahead and check that out as well. Now, my Twitch channel, as I mentioned, it's, gosh, I don't even remember the URL of my Twitch channel. This is really bad. Twitch.tv/thekingkevin. And I would rather not have the there, but unfortunately King Kevin and other variants were taken. So the King Kevin, again, link to that will be down below in the description if you guys want to go follow me. My tentative stream schedule is Monday and Wednesdays after dinner. Now that's kind of up in the air kind of timing. I'm gonna kind of loosely say Monday to Wednesday, starting between 7 and 7:30. or sometime between 6:30 and 7:30. I don't know. I don't really know when, because someday, for example, if a friend wants to grab dinner, I might come back a little bit later around 7:30. But if I make food myself, or if I get hungry in the evening and then eat at like 5:30, then I can start at 6:30 or something like that. So it kind of all depends, and this is effective today, by today. Actually, so if you guys are watching this, chances are I'm going to be streaming tonight. It is a Monday, and I'm also on the Eastern Standard Time period. So I live in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. So I'll be going by that time zone. So if you guys are on, in different parts of the world, and you guys want to see me, and it might be like 3 in the morning for you guys, whatever time zone that might be. I don't even know if, yeah, probably like Western Europe or something. I apologize. That's the time I have set in my schedule, and that's the time I'm going to try to go for. How long the streams will last, I really don't know. It will probably be like an hour and a half to 2 hours, I would say. And this is, again, all very tentative, because not only, like I mentioned before, that my classes are a little bit boring and they're a little bit slow, which is why I have time to play video games. But as the semester picks up and kicks up a lot more, I might have to cut back on that. But again, the tentative schedule from at least now until I say otherwise is Monday and Wednesdays from around anywhere starting from 6:30 to 7:30, and then going on for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. And this also depends on how I'm feeling, because like there are days, I will admit, where I do rage quit, or I had the tendency to rage quit, where things just aren't going my way or something like that. And then I will feel like not playing video games, or I'll need to cool off a little bit before I come back. So just kind of be cautious of that. But if you guys don't already, you can follow me on Twitch, and then you guys should get a notification in your email, I believe, saying when I actually do go live. But again, just follow me on there, and there is that. So one last thing that kind of does go along with the Twitch channel that I kind of was debating on whether or not I should add this or not, is the fact that if you guys do want to support me, and I'm not gonna like try to beat it around the bush. I do mean in a financial sense. I do have a donation link set up on my Twitch channel, and I'm not begging you guys for donations in any way. I'm just saying that some people do appreciate my content to the point where they do wish to support me in that way. And if you guys do want to, you can go ahead and go on my Twitch chat, or Twitch channel rather. There is a donation link in like the kind of the description / below the stream, and you guys will be able to donate some money to me there. Again, if you guys want to, I'm never going to ask you guys or beg you guys for money. The option is there. And I also say this because a lot of people, myself included, I'm guilty of doing this, use ad block. And ad block, as you may have heard from other people, like hurts content creators like me, because that's how I get all of my income, actually. I don't have a job while I'm here on campus, and really YouTube is the only way where I make money. It's very passive income. But more and more people are using ad blockers, and given the fact that I still have a growing subscriber base, but I'm getting the same amount of money, it's just indicative that more people are using ad block. Which again, like I use too, and I do that with all the people that I watch, so I don't have to watch ads either. But if you guys do feel like supporting me, and you guys do feel a little bit guilty for using ad block, which again, I'm not trying to guilt trip you or anything, the option is there if you guys do want to help me out. It would be greatly appreciated, and you get a little bit of a bonus where your name shows up on my Twitch stream, or on the actual screen next to the like recent tip or last tip box on there. So you will get a little bit of recognition for that. And again, that's assuming that you are the actual last tip, and not like 10 people decide to give me tips all at once, and then you get pushed to the side. But you will definitely get called out in a good way. You'll get recognized for it. So that will be appreciated in a source. Again, if you want to, I'm not begging or asking you guys to do it. Just letting you know that the option is there. So that's kind of all the announcements I wanted to make with regards to my channel. And yeah, as per usual, I'm reaching my 20-minute limit, I guess. Hey, that rhymes. But I am reaching that time, so I will let you guys go. I will leave like a TLDR down in the comments just in case you guys don't actually want to watch this, which is totally fine by me. I do realize that this is long, and I'm ranting a little bit. My voice is getting a little bit raspy because my throat's just dry because I'm talking a lot. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and yeah, feel free to ask me any questions. Oh yeah, the point of the Twitch, by the way, is not to only just watch me play video games, of course, which if you guys want to do that, that's perfectly fine. That's what Twitch is there for. But if you guys do want to interact with me, ask me questions, you have very specific questions about something or whatnot, it's just a really casual time for us to like hang out, talk, whatever you want. So that's the purpose of that. And with that, I will let you guys go. So thanks so much for watching. If you guys haven't already, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe for more content in the future. And I'll see you guys in the next video.